I think I'm live. Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to get on here because I have not gone live from the studio yet. Wow, it's kind of crazy to think about the amount of editing that I normally do to cut out my ums and my stutters. But we don't have anyone on here yet. And to be honest, my computer is kind of far away. So, well, that's not good. It's not good at all. My computer monitor unplugged, but I assume everyone's still on there. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hey, someone said, yo, simplicity. Moderate. I've never done this from the studio. So hello, everybody. Simplicity, hi. Jalen, yo. Brett, get your shit together. Brett, you're silly. I hope everyone's having a good day. And how's the connection, everyone? Hello, Karina. Tyler, what's up? Tyler B, ho, ho. If you're wondering what this is my Wi-Fi extender or the antenna thing. Because before I got this, yeah, it wasn't working at all. Looks and sounds good. That's because of you, Tyler. What's up, everybody? Leave mini tips. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so what I really wanted to do was to talk about Star Wars Celebration Japan. Wait, what the hell? Streams compared to videos, the quality usually looks different. This looks great. Oh, okay, good. Well, Shane, have you heard the news for the new animated? Yes, I have, Diego. That's one reason why I wanted to jump on here. So I do admit, last night I did screen record before it got deleted a leak from Star Wars Celebration. It was on Instagram of the Mandalorian and Grogu. Now I'm not going to put it on here because I don't want to get my channel taken down. But yeah, so there were some really cool things. I mean, first of all, we see Mando fighting in a hallway, in this long hallway, and it's one shot, and you see Sigourney Weaver. She looks like she's hiring Mando and obviously Grogu. And something really cool in the end. I mean, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but we do see a rather jacked Hutt, which I'm pretty sure is Rhoda the Hutt, who is Stinky from Star Wars, the animated. Man, there's a lot of comments. What's up? What's up? Yeah, you like this one? Yeah, the leaked Mando trailer was really cool. I wish it continued. You know, simplicity. You never know. After the movie, they might continue with what would be season 4 of Mandalorian, or less. They might just jump to season 5. I don't know. Yeah, Stinky really did grow up. Anyway, so what I wanted to do was share my screen. I deleted all my Pornhub tabs, so thankfully they're not on here. But share screen, is that what I do? What am I looking forward to the most? Well, I don't know. Well, Star Wars animation to me has become so very special. Like I said, I'm just hearing about the Maul thing a couple hours ago. And from what I understand, they might have shown some stuff behind the scenes. My friend Charlie, who's also a fan of the channel, he has said a few things back there. He's in line right now to meet Sam Witwer, who I met him one time. I think it was Star Wars Celebration Orlando. And I stood in his line for a couple hours. He was late because one of his panels ran over. And he was so generous with his time. He really, I mean, obviously it's his job, but he really made me feel, and the guy I was with at the time, Aaron, they made us feel like, hey, I'm listening, and like you're the only person in the room. He wasn't in a hurry, and yeah, I mean, it was like a conversation. So it was really cool. He's going to be played by Jeremy, who plays Carmine in The Bear. Oh, I've always wanted to watch The Bear, but I thought I might react to it. So yeah, I haven't done it. Stream lagging for me. Anyone else? Damn it. Sorry, simplicity. I got to hold this up a little higher. It's also kind of cloudy outside, and I'm using Starlink. So all good on your end? Okay. No lag. Okay. Stream lag. Okay. So, all right. So I think I'm going to stream share or screen share. Hopefully this works. Ooh. I'll do IG. I have a link for IGN. I'll do that one first. Okay. Can you guys see me and the screen and the tab or what? Or do I have to like minimize it? Not sure. Oh, there I am. Okay. You can both. I'm I am aiming directly onto YouTube. We don't have a Discord, but it is something that we thought about. But it's one of those things where I'm like 22 people. So, anyways, let me just get on here. I can't see myself at the same time as I'm reviewing this. So, Star Wars Celebration, everything announced. So, okay, Ahsoka season 2 filming begins after Star Wars Celebration. I grew up with the prequels. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. I do love them all, though. I know a lot of people give the sequel trilogy crap. I don't love it as much as the others, but I do like it a lot. I think there's some really good ideas. I think Ian McDiarmid gives his best performance as Palpatine. I like Rey. I mean, like I said, I like what happens with Kylo Ren and his redemption. Spoiler alert. If my kids, if I watched it when I was their age, I'd probably love it a lot more. So, I mean, that's probably the truth for most Star Wars, right? I am excited about Ahsoka season 2. I think Ahsoka season 1 was really good, and there's a few moments when Hayden showed up in the World Between Worlds that I absolutely loved. So, all right, and Filoni and Kennedy, they've confirmed obviously the James Mangold film, Dawn of the Jedi, I believe. Taika Waititi in a new trilogy by Simon Kinberg, who he did Rebels, he created X-Men. Well, he helped produce X-Men. I think he created and wrote Gargoyles. Correct me if I'm wrong. Man, is that loud? My audio guy. I got Tyler. How's that sound? I was born the same year as Revenge of the Sith. Wow. So it 2005. It came out my junior year, May 19th, 2005. I remember. So Zach, who's part of this channel, Eric, who is my old channel, me and him and some other friends from high school. And actually, funny enough, my wife, who we weren't meeting together, but we went with separate groups. We waited till midnight, and we went after school and waited in line. Now, we live in a small town, and there are no lines. But we waited and played hacky sack for I don't know. We get out of school at 3:30, or we were there for 8 hours. There wasn't a line until an hour before, but it was awesome. Yeah. Hey, Cody, what's up, dude? How are you still walking your dogs, man? Third Street Discord. If you guys want a Third Street Discord, that might happen. But like I said, I don't want to just create one because everyone else is doing one, and then I have to put 100% of my energy into that platform as well as YouTube. Yeah, you never saw theaters because you were a baby. So, anyways, so let's go back here to where am I at? Okay. Yeah, okay. And this was really cool. Star Wars Starfighter. So the rumor that I heard just a few days ago was it was about a Jedi, Ryan Gosling, I think, training his nephew. And the nephew's mom, which I imagine would be the sister or the sister-in-law, has a big role. And that's all kind of a little ordinary to me. But it's called Starfighter. Makes me think that it's some type of Starfighter Rogue Squadron X-Wing deal. But yeah, there aren't really any other details. But I never saw The Fall Guy. I haven't seen a lot of Ryan Gosling movies, even though I have kind of this weird man crush on him. I saw The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe and him. It was freaking hilarious. I saw that movie with him and Eva Mendes, Driver or Baby Driver. No, it's called Drive. Baby Driver, something else. Yeah, I mean, obviously I saw him in Remember the Titans. I mean, there's a movie with him and I'm acting like Zach right now, recounting movies. But yeah, I mean, Ryan Gosling, cool dude. Because it's been announced to be the next Star Wars movie, I think, right? No, Mandalorian Grogu is the next Star Wars movie. So, man, I really need to be able to see my comments at the same time. All right, let me just talk to the chat for a minute. Brett, you talking about the vlogs? Okay, Diego Mendez says, do you think Andor will be the only show so far that's consistent with the mature tone, or due to its lack of ratings, Lucasfilm will never try anything like the show again? Well, you got to balance. Like, there's a lot studios try to balance movies that they think will perform well during reward season, like, obviously Oscars. I can't remember what it exactly is for TV, Emmys. They try to balance having, a few really good movies that might not do well but review well, and a bunch of like, and I'm not shitting on Michael Bay because I actually like a few of his movies quite a bit, but they want a bunch of movies that might not perform well critically, but they'll make a lot of money. So I don't know if Star Wars is doing well and everything is making money, they can afford Andor not to make money because it's like a hype machine for fans. Like, there is this culture war with Star Wars fans, I think, with and honestly, it was like that when I was in high school. There are all kinds of people older than me telling me that the new ones sucked, and the old ones were better. So I just think that's what's going on now. I think in 20 years, my kids, funny enough, haven't really seen the sequel trilogy much at all. They saw The Force Awakens when they were little. And, so yeah. But I think Andor season 2 is going to be critically acclaimed, and I think more people are going to watch it, and it's going to make more money. Do you think they'll make a 10, 11, 12? I don't know if they'll continue this. I mean, they're making another movie with Rey, but they might not call it Episode 10. So so many Star Wars movies have gotten canceled. Yeah, they're in limbo. I don't know if they've been canceled, but definitely on hold. So Jalings, I'm with the X, I can't really pronounce that. I was a longtime Blindway fan since 2018. So when I heard you have your own channel, I came to see it instantly. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I liked everything but the Kathleen Kennedy segment, but that's just me. You know what's interesting is in Shane's attic, I've been watching with the Mandalorian. Yeah, that was my attic in my log cabin. We just moved out of there. I love that place. How can I tell how many people are watching? 22. Okay. Anyways, Kathleen Kennedy, you got to think about this. I think so many people blame so many things on her, but she's a killer executive. Like, most of the Star Wars movies have made a lot of money and have made it even more global. And this is why, okay, so when she had basically announced that, hey, I'm in the process of retiring and trying to find someone else, everyone was like, get Dave Filoni. But being the president of Lucasfilm is not a creative position. It is so much more than that, and it's so much less than like creating movies and creating stories. So I want Dave Filoni to stay in the creative department, and I want him to have a lot of rope to do what he wants. But if Dave Filoni became president of Lucasfilm, I think we would lose a lot of his input in the creative department. So those attic reactions were classic, S. Marie. Anyways, would you have preferred to see Gorgeous sequel trilogy, or are you happy with what we got? Personally, I would have liked to see what George had cooked up. Oh, George's, not Gorgeous, Grant. Sorry. It's hard for me to look back. I'm interested in what George had to say, but if you look at some of his stuff, we did get some of those ideas. We did get essentially, I mean, they changed some names, but we did have Han and Leia's nephew. I think he was a character that turned to the dark side. We did have a no-name character, a new character. And Luke was exiled. I don't know if we knew why. And they were trying to find him. I think those ideas were floating around when he sold it to Disney. I'm happy with what we got, and it's hard for me to put my mind in a place to where, like, well, this is what we could have had. I mean, dude, the Revenge of the Sith fight at the end was like twice as long. And there is a really cool guy on YouTube who, has put together like pieces of that fight using footage I think he's got from Nick Gillard, who he choreographed the original. I'm sorry, the sequel trilogy. And I can't get caught up in like, wow, Revenge of the Sith could have been so much better. Like, that's the movie I got. So yeah, would I attend Celebration? Like, guys, I'm kind of poor right now. So even when I was in Blind Wave, like fans actually funded us, and they probably didn't need to because we made a lot of money, but they kind of did it. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Do I think George will ever come back for interviews? So here's the thing, Jamie. There was a video I think on StarWars.com, and it was talking about animation, and George was in the beginning of that talking about Star Wars animation. He was talking about like what he loved about it, and then it gets into George and everything, and then it gets into Dave, and I'm pretty sure that was new footage because George looked older and he sounded old as hell. Why do I think they didn't bring back Nick Gillard? That's the one thing I'm curious about, because Nick Gillard absolutely was the bomb. Okay, that guy is absolutely one of the best parts of all of Star Wars in terms of the fights. He made those fights amazing. And then Hayden and Ewan and Ray Park just brought up to another level. So yeah, I love Whitwer. He is very knowledgeable, Cody. What else? It's really far-fetched, but another thing that could be blown with fans away would be a live adaptation of the Darth Plagueis novel. Yeah, in the style of Andor. I mean, I think everyone wants it to be Andor now. I love Andor. I don't need all my Star Wars to be tonally like Andor. Now, I think, because I like the Kenobi series quite a bit, and that last episode I loved, absolutely loved. That could have benefited from slightly darker tone and slightly higher quality. I mean, the what are they called? Vader's hunters. Oh my God, sisters and brothers. I can't remember what they're called right now, but they could have been a little better. They're a little cheesy. You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's look at this again. Okay, yeah, I'm excited about Starfighter and the Mandalorian Grogu. I did talk about this in the beginning if you weren't here, but I did see the leaked video of the it's not really a trailer, but some footage that they put together for Star Wars Celebration last night. And I was very impressed. It looked high quality, it looked movie quality, it looked above and beyond what we're used to on Disney Plus. And wow. And oh yeah, obviously I saw Zeb. And and the droid BD1 from the games was I didn't notice BD1. Didn't notice him at all. Okay. I actually have a screen recorded on my phone. So Sigourney Weaver says, okay. Oh yeah, and here's the footage, and I think that's what we got. And I did put this. Oh, and there is like a very long form Hayden Christensen interview. I saw it somewhere. It wasn't this. It was like longer. Mario Kart Direct, and yeah, okay. I'll go back to the chat now. I guess the thing that I'm very excited about is Maul, Shadow Lord, because Star Wars Celebration to me, oh, I just love it so much. And there was that trailer that had George talking in the beginning. It had like a 1-second clip of Darth Maul in the very end. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Japan, what should I say? Animation? It might be this. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't know if I can hear it because I'm not sure how this works. Yeah, this is definitely it. See, George looks old here. Yeah, he's old. Are you guys there? Can you guys see this? Dude, I love Ahmad best. Yeah, sorry, it's hard for me to go back and forth. Oh yeah, I did see that. His name who does Andor, Tony Gilroy, talked about that. You can't see your screen. Oh, I think I need to share that. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Hold on. Let me okay, I'm going to stop sharing and then start sharing something else. So 1 second. Okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. So I'm going to start sharing this one. Okay. That's how it works. Man. So this is a 3-minute little trailer. I'm going to press play and hopefully you guys see it. Do you guys see it? How you doing, by the way? Are you on a diet? Because you look like you can lose some weight. Ha ha, motherfucker. Love lots from Philippines. Well, you're from the Philippines, so I forgive you. Yeah, you know what? I am fat. And let me tell you right now, I'm ashamed, and I should be. All right, I've been making fun of fat people my whole life, and I make fun of myself. So, all right. Are we going to really ignore the fact that Sam Witwer is clearly the Filoni to Dave's George? They should hire him. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Big and beautiful Shane. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to press play, and hopefully you guys hear this. Where's it at? I think it's right here. Okay, press and play now. I want to get on my
first
phone.
Semester at USC, I had one production class, which was animation, and I made an animated movie, and I realized that, hey, I love this.
In 2005, George Lucas established Lucasfilm Animation. My job was to create a TV series called Clone Wars.
I'm going to pause it. Do you guys hear that? Are you guys able to see and hear that? I just want to make sure. So you're not just watching me stare at nothing. Okay. Okay. All right. I love to ask a question. 10 people. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Well, yeah, goddammit. All right. All right. We're going to start. And, I got to go back to it right now.
George would say all the time,
Plo
dare to
Koon.
be great. Really wraps into
Look how
do
young
or do
Dave
not,
looks.
there is no try. George was asking us to do things that were years and years by any standard. We were going to use CG to make this series. He taught me to tell a story using his previous technology. He would describe scenes and staging. You have to figure out how to do it and keep challenging yourself. And eventually you work hard, you'll start to see the results.
Oh, that's when they were trying to catch her. Or
Master
Order
Yoda
66.
sent me.
Well, not Order 66, but before
George
that.
was a master of this buildup of excitement, buildup of ownership by fans and families to say, we want to be a part of this, we want to engage with this. And we work to continue that legacy.
Hello, Master. It's been a
Oh, that was such a good moment. Wasn't it?
Everyone's thrilled.
I hope so.
Chicago. That's where I was.
It's
Not
beyond
Orlando.
thrilling to dive back in. The animation
fun.
division has just kind of grown in ways that I couldn't imagine back then. 20 years later, which is a little bit hard to believe.
That
Here
guy
we
definitely
go.
looked Filipino. You could tell.
We have all worked together so
Video's
long.
loud.
This team of people became friends and
Is that better?
grew up together, making all these things that we've done.
I get to work with an incredible group of really gifted and talented
what about now?
artists. Clone Wars was like working with this giant orchestra. So on Star Wars Rebels, there was a family within Lucasfilm Animation that already
I can
existed.
barely fucking
As
hear
long
this
as we're
thing.
together, we've got a chance.
The biggest compliment that we hear is when people say, oh, it's the same group that
Oh.
put Clone Wars together
That's what
or
I do.
Rebels together. And
the
another
voice of
part of the
Grievous.
Star Wars family. We work with overseas studios. All our animated series couldn't have been done without their
You need
collaboration.
more audio from me? Well,
The characters
It's probably
and
because
the
this
stories
is
that
on.
we tell in animation reach beyond that.
This is where the fun begins.
this is
Race
what I
to the top.
essentially wanted to show
Look right
everybody.
to.
I'm just going to
Yeah,
skip to it right now. Right here. This is, I'm taking this off. This is Darth Maul right now for his show. So, I mean, this looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at it again. Look at that. That's awesome. That is so cool. Okay, Xing out of this now. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. Yeah, no, it's good vibes, guys. It's good vibes. I don't know what I'm more excited about, the Darth Maul show or the Mandalorian and Grogu. Probably the Mandalorian and Grogu. But Sean Levy, that's his name, who's doing Ryan Gosling's movie Starfighter. I am excited about that. I need more information. And you know what? I'm actually excited about Dawn of the Jedi with James Mangold. that guy's made some really good movies. He's made some not so good, but hopefully executives keep him on track in a good way and not in a way that suffocates his creativity, right? Hey, Connie, what's up, dude? Lucasfilm has been carrying Star Wars. I do love it. All right. I heard a rumor that the show will follow his entire life, kind of similar. How we saw Ahsoka as a child. Okay. G Cools, what's up? So what has Sean Levy done? Did he do the Deadpool movies? Did he do the Deadpool movies? I keep getting these messages, so my buddy who's on here, who I will not name, was like, when you do these lives, you should make me a moderator if you can. I will next time. I don't even know how to do it. So okay, so oh yeah, he did the Deadpool and Wolverine. Did he do the first two Deadpool movies? Oh no, he didn't. Okay. Do I think a Jar Jar series will be revealed? No, I don't think so, and I don't think it's because I think people love Ahmad Best, and I think my generation, like, we didn't really think Jar Jar was this terrible world-destroying force. I mean, I think some people were kind of indifferent to him, and some people, and I think that's, and you know, I think the media, and I think at the time, the people who were writing the reviews, which were kids who grew up with the original trilogy, I think they were just shitting on him. I mean, I thought he was kind of funny when I was a kid, and he is not in the movie, I think, enough to really annoy me if I didn't like him, and he's not really there in 2 and 3. So, but I would love for Ahmad Best. I don't know. It'd be cool to have Jar Jar. It'd be cool to have Jar Jar come back in a cool way. I don't think we need a whole series with him. I mean, that would be crazy. Oh man, now my imagination is going away. Because what if they brought him back and they use like real puppetry for him, and he made like a really badass show where he has to, I don't know, deliver some kind of information for I don't know, for Padme. I don't know. He did Free Guy, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen A Real Steel, funny enough. If anyone thinks, yeah, I don't think Maul is overused. I think if he starts to get old in terms of his content, then he'll be overused then. But I think he was severely underused originally. I love Maul, and Clone Wars and Bad Batch just flushed him out. Yeah. You know, I was thinking about talking about Mario Kart, but I think maybe everyone on here is kind of geared towards Star Wars Celebration Japan. Tetsuya Shiba. Ohio. Now, I don't even know if you're Japanese. I'm sorry. My bad. Hey, what's up? Every time I see a Japanese name, I always go crazy. Anyways, you're just a weeb. Hi, Samson. Samsung. I said Samson. Hey, Nemo, what's up? You know, Finding Nemo. I think I've seen that movie. That's a good one. Am I going to react to the Fantastic Four trailer? Well, if I had a better setup, I would do it right now. You know what I mean? But you guys were saying that I didn't sound very good, so I don't want to do it right now. Tyler, with Acolyte being canceled, do you think they'll find another outlet like this Maul thing to start shining more light on Darth Plagueis? Yeah, that's one of the you know, Zach and I reviewed and reacted to the Acolyte. I hated all the crap that was coming out before it. You know, it just it did really bad interviews, and there was a lot of negative hype. But I didn't hate the show. I know, Tyler, you didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't love the show, and there were some things in it that I did like quite a bit. And the fighting was absolutely the best fighting for live action in the sequel trilogy era. I mean, since the Lucas acquisition, if we're not counting animation, the fighting was great. I would watch, you know, by the way, Shane, you check out From series? No, I haven't even heard of From. Is that the horror thing with the guy, the black dude from Lost? The guy screaming, Walt! Is that him? That one fight scene was incredible. Yeah, I mean, I like that. Like I said, I think I'm a fanboy, and maybe I'm a little biased. I'm not that hard to please for Star Wars. I didn't love it, but I did like it. I thought the story was good. I just didn't like screwing with the Chosen One prophecy in any way. What? Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's like, dude, there's a million shows. Like, I thought about doing Severance. I thought about doing White Lotus. Tom and I thought about, and Malachi thought about doing Jack Reacher. I thought about doing that new hospital surgery drama, The Pit, with was Noah Wiles is his name. Yeah, but dude, it's a lack of time and a lack of editing and a lack of people editing. You know what I mean? So that's really my only thing that limits me. But okay, Shane, you should take one of the Third Street cast on your kids through the whole Star Wars movie series and put on the channel. Yeah, I would love that. I actually took my son and his two friends through Star Wars Episode 4. I just haven't edited yet, and then we're going to do 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then 6, and then probably 7, 8, and 9 after that. Yeah, that's obviously, and also what's that, Yellow Jackets, that show about the soccer team that crashes. Yeah, there's a lot of shows I would love to do. Anyways, yeah, Lord of the Rings. My kids haven't seen that. It's a long one though. So, Yu Yu Hakusho. We did the live action version of that. Tetsuya, I knew you were Japanese with the Yu Yu Hakusho. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you did. Yeah, we actually have one more Invincible to edit, but man, that last episode, no spoilers in the comments, everyone. That last episode of Invincible was incredible. S. Marie, yeah, I absolutely would love to do Lord of the Rings and take my kids through it. But man, I don't know if you guys just heard me gurgle, but I would love to take them through it. I think they would really like it a lot, but we'd have to take a lot of breaks. You still have to do. I would love to do Peaky Blinders with Zach. I think he's seen a little bit of the first season. Tom has been wanting to watch it, so I feel like it'd be like me, Tom, and Malachi, or me, or obviously I'd love to have Zach because it's he likes those type of shows quite a bit. Yeah, Last Kingdom. I've heard nothing but good things about Last Kingdom, but it's hard for me to watch The Last Kingdom because I love Vikings with Travis Fimmel so much, right? Man, what else is new, guys? Because now we're just BSing on here. Okay, so let me go ahead and ask you guys this: are you guys video game fans on here? Did you watch the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? And if so, what do you guys think of it? And what do you guys think of Mario Kart World? Who am I rooting for in the playoffs? Ooh, yeah, I love basketball. I actually thought about starting a basketball YouTube channel. I have to get back to you on that. I mean, there's no team I really love right now. I mean, I'm really obsessed with Joker as a player, and I'm really obsessed with Luka as a player. Although his transition to LA has been a little rocky, and I don't think the Lakers are going to make a deep run. I mean, I love watching Steph. If he won another ring, I don't think he will with this squad. Oh my God, we'll be forced to consider Steph in the conversation as GOAT before LeBron, and right now it's Jordan. And then it's either Kobe or Kareem, Larry, Magic, and then I think LeBron's down there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the highlights. I'm so busy, but I haven't really watched I watched Golden State play the other night when Steph went off. Okay, so the price is high for games. All right, Cody, let me talk about Nintendo Switch 2 and the pricing. So in 1995, when Donkey Kong Country 2 came out, the game was $60. Okay, at Kmart. They lowered it to $50 in less than I think in 6 months. Back then, games cost between $40 and $50 or $60, and the development has gone up to be a factor of 10 to 50 times more expensive. So adjusted for inflation, video games back then were way more expensive than they are now. But the thing is, video games cost way more to produce now. So when a video game does bad, literally a whole studio and 1,000 people can lose their jobs. So that's why in the market right now we're having all these sequels. So I'm taking MJ over LeBron. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking MJ over LeBron, absolutely, for sure. Larry's in the conversation, Tyler, but I mean, when Magic and Larry played, Larry was probably a little better. Magic had a better team though. But Jordan, it's got to be Jordan. And Kareem, look what Kareem did, unstoppable shot, all those championships. Also, he's got the longevity like that LeBron has, right? There is much more inflation, Cody. I don't pick MJ. MJ clearly is the GOAT. Okay, clearly. So, anyways, you know what? I have no desire to watch Space Jam at all. Because I don't know. I should have watched it when I was younger, but my brother and my cousin Jamie, they went without me. So I never wanted to watch it, and it's burned into me. And now that I'm 37 years old, I don't think I could give the type of reaction that would be entertaining. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'll ever watch it. I mean, if I did a poll and overwhelmingly people wanted me to watch Space Jam, I probably would. I grew up with Kobe. Simplicity. I'm 37 years old. I think, and here's the thing. I think Kobe actually is a little more talented than Jordan, because Kobe built on all of Jordan's moves. But Jordan can't enforce his talent with his physical prowess. He can enforce his will with just his athleticism. And obviously 6 for 6 with 6 finals MVPs, never had a game 7. The scoring champ and defensive player of the year. I mean, we can go on and on. Okay, he played in a harder era. So yeah, Buckeyes are champs, man. Team. Okay, all right. James. Oh, James. That's you. It's my cousin Jamie. All right, I didn't know who that was. Okay, Simplicity. I want to stop talking about basketball after I say this, because a lot of people are probably like, they don't care about basketball. So a lot of players in the league who played against both players, most of them agree that in Kobe's later years, his footwork, he developed and evolved to a point to where he had moves that were invented that Jordan didn't have. Jordan had so many gifts. He was so talented physically. He's tied for the highest vertical jump in the history of the NBA. I think Zach Levine just tied him a few years ago. I think Dean Smith said at UNC that he ran a 4.340, I think. It might have been 4.4, but a really fast 40. He's absolutely one of the greatest athletes who ever lived. And then, he's actually fundamentally sound. I think he's got the highest player efficiency rating in history. And that's when you include his years with the Wizards. He was also 190 pounds, 6'6", and he played in a harder era with big men in the league. There was no 3-second rule. There was hand checking. It wasn't until his second three-peat that they flew private. I mean, there were no massage therapists and all that stuff back then. They were drinking beer, smoking cigars, dude. And he played in a harder era. I mean, what would Jordan do if he played now with all the spacing, no big men, no 3-second rule? You can't touch a guy. You can't even touch him without them calling foul. All right. That being said, I won't talk about basketball anymore. See, we had 30, now we have 29. It's because I talk about basketball. All right. Anyways, all right. I'm yeah, the gold suit. Where is that thing? Okay, it's right here. And I'm not gonna wear it. I'm fatter now than Jamie was back then. This is the gold suit that Jamie wore. It's good stuff. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so about Nintendo, maybe people don't want to talk about Nintendo. I think video games, the prices increasing is a long time coming. And actually, PlayStation Network has increased their prices everywhere except North America. I think they have increased the price of the PlayStation 5 everywhere except North America. Video games are going to go up. That's why when we have Call of Duty or any of these Ubisoft games, we have like Activision or Ubisoft games, we have the $60 to $70 base game, and then we have $90, $120 for like season one and all that stuff. So that's where they're trying to make their money. Games are going to increase in price. I don't like it, but we have been locked in this price model forever, even though cost of development has gone up by a factor of 50 to 100. Literally. Look it up. Shane is the only fatty left. You son of a bitch. You're right, I am. But I'm still more handsome than everybody on this channel. Tom Wire. Game Pass, such a good deal. If I was worried about the price of games, yeah, you know what? Here's the thing, Cody. Game Pass, that's Xbox's thing, right? And then PlayStation has, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, that model is kind of killing video game developers' profits. I mean, they've complained about it for about 5 years. Yeah, so I obviously like it. All right, what are you interested in from the Nintendo Direct? Mario Kart World, for sure. Metroid Prime 4, for sure. What else am I? Oh yeah, the Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm interested in that, even though I kind of miss Donkey Kong Country, 2D platforming. That's my jam. But it looks like a Mario Odyssey. I think Nintendo EAD. I think that's the name of the development team that made Galaxy and Mario Odyssey. They look like they made this Donkey Kong game. Because it looks like an open world platformer, very colorful, beautiful. It definitely looks like Donkey Kong. It's just, you can't have like the kind of platforming that I love. By the way, speaking of platforming, guys, I know you can't, I don't know if you can see it, but I busted out my old Super Nintendo, and this pirate broke into my house and put this Super Nintendo cartridge that has like 100 games on it. I was actually playing Donkey Kong Country earlier, and let me show you the TV. So Brett did a vlog for this TV, and it is a beaut. I would show you guys right now, but I don't think the picture will show up very good. But it is a beaut. I think Malachi is the most handsome now. Well, Jamie, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Jesus, all right. Yeah, dude, this is great. Brett, do you remember this thing, man? So go check out that vlog. I found this at this store that was going out of business. Man, it was a good time. Have I played Space Marine? No, I haven't. I love Gears of War, though. G-Cools. This is not a TV. That is a television cellular device. No, it's not. It is not. It is a little tube TV. And no, it's not. Whatever you, because I don't even know what that is. Hey Shane, would you ever consider watching 2 spectacular Spider-Man Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes? I would consider anything. There's a lot of things I haven't seen. I haven't played Into the I haven't watched Into the Spider-Verse 1 or 2 yet. So that's a reaction I want to do sometime. I have Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. I have it for the DS. I have barely played it. So that is something I need to play. I do know it is well loved. Some people think it's the greatest game ever made. I think the greatest game ever made is Final Fantasy VII. And then maybe Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, I know. I haven't watched Into the Spider-Verse. What in the 1987 is that? How old is that TV? I don't know how old it is. Has VHF and UHF, though. Let me see if you guys can see if I turn it on. If you guys can see the picture. This actually works. I think the plastic on the inside is broken, but everything works. Hold on a second. Jamie's little suit. I need to get out of the way. All right. Facts. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7, Frank, is the shit. I remember your top 10 list. Has anything changed on it? You talk about from Blind Wave? I can't remember my top 10 list, but probably not. All right, so I'm missing this little thing. Shit. What does this look like on there? Oh, it must be unplugged. Shit. Hold on. I always try to avoid standing up because I look so goddamn fat, but it's all right. Well, okay. It wasn't plugged into the Super Nintendo. You guys can't see any of that at all, can you? We go to Super Mario World. Maybe you'll see it if I actually No, you can't see anything. I can. Now you guys are having your own conversations. Look at you. I'm kind of fat, so I feel so. Okay. Let me try to find Mario, and then I'll stop. Super Mario. Oh, son of a bitch. It's so hard to read from this angle. All right. It's probably. Oh, you can kind of see it. But it's not good enough for me to actually play while you guys are watching. I'm so excited, though, about this thing. So, okay. I'll turn it off now. That was pointless. Ugh. All right. Anyways. How long have I been streaming? 47 minutes. Are you excited for Superman? You guys want me to stream more? I think the one reason I wanted to get on here was to test the internet connection. And I wanted to see if you guys were interested in me streaming more often. And my children and I, and Tom, and obviously Malachi is a child of mine, we're interested in streaming some video games. And so before we really invested in it, we just wanted to make sure. I mean, if we had even 20 people for a channel my size, I'd be happy. So yeah, I would love to. Okay, I would love to stream video games for sure. Now let me read what G Cool said. Are you excited for Superman? I love Snyder. I love Henry Cavill. I'm excited for Superman. I want it to be good. I don't want it to fail like some of these crazy people out here. I hope it's good. But yeah, they did Henry Cavill dirty. You had FF7, Super Mario World, iKruga, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Link to the Past. I didn't have Link to the Past because I actually never beat it. Yeah, I mean, that's a great list. I mean, my top 10 list for video games, except for the number 1, which is Final Fantasy 7, you can kind of rearrange it in any way. I mean, Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country is going to be 2 or 3. Everything after that, you can kind of rearrange depending on the mood. Video games to your kids and a podcast with Tom would be great. You know, what I wanted to do with Tom was some of these. So I did these at Blind Wave. Eric's brother Kenny sent us these. This is my copy. Don't worry, I didn't steal from them. And I would love to do these. Let me see if I can find a good one now to read. Okay. I think you... Okay, so let me read this one. Have you checked out Marvel's Cosmic Invasion? I have not. Honestly, it would be awesome to see some game streams. You know, like I said, I love video games more than Star Wars. Oh, my parents are calling me. Hello?
Dad?
Oh,
Well, you
you're here? Okay. You want to come out and say hi? Come out to my studio, Vanjie.
oh, we're gonna do the game.
You're gonna what? Well, just come here real quick. I'm streaming live, so come here real quick. You can come say hi. All right. All right, that's fine. I'll be there for 2 minutes, and she hangs up on me. We'll see if I can get this out real quick. You are forced to give up one of your 5 senses: smell, sight, taste, touch, or hearing. However, you may choose to compensate for the loss by means of synesthesia. For example, if you decide to give up your sense of sight, you can choose to smell colors instead. Or if you give up hearing, you might opt to taste music. If you give up taste, you could replace the sensation by feeling flavors. Basically, whatever sense you reject would be reflected through an alternative medium. Which of your senses would you surrender, and how would you replace it? I really think I'd give up smell, because I don't really give a shit about, as long as I can taste. I know in real life, if you can't, when you have a cold, if you can't smell, you can't taste. But in this world, they're fucking different senses. I'd give up smell because I'd still be able to taste. And okay. Yeah, I don't know. The logical one will be smell. So who the hell would give up fucking eyesight? Yeah, this is a dumb one. Be careful. Close the door.
Okay. You coming?
Who's here?
Hi. Ellie.
Oh, you want to come in?
Sure. This one?
Okay.
There's
So
someone right there.
who?
Like a car literally just stopped by us.
A car?
Yeah. We ran inside. Right, Ellie?
Okay, well, I'm streaming on here, and you guys can say, this is my daughter, Evangeline. You guys should know that from
Yeah, our cousins are here.
From Dragon Ball.
What's up?
Some Dragon Ball Kai. You want to come say hi?
Sure.
This is my niece. Say hello.
Hello. Hi. Where's the camera?
So the camera's right there.
Oh, yeah, this is my Ellie.
This is Ellie.
Ellie.
How old are you, Ellie?
9.5.
9. So my sister is in town for Easter. Yeah. So anyways, you guys have a good time in Columbus?
Yeah, I just got this new necklace.
Well, let me see it. You smell good, honey.
Thank you.
That's a cool necklace. It looks like
Because I also bought some perfume too.
It looks like a kyber crystal.
Oh.
It powers a Jedi's lightsaber or a Sith's lightsaber.
What did he say? True?
They
What does
look.
that mean?
Someone said they look like siblings. Well, they are my sister. She's my sister's child.
Man to train me.
I need a blind old man to train me.
By the way, for these.
Shane Ellie, get on the pallet. What's a pallet?
I know. Happy Easter.
Yep. Happy Easter.
All right. I'm just gonna text them back
Young.
if I can.
No, don't text. Just you
Come
can
on.
talk on here.
All right. Happy Easter.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say. Happy Easter. Anyways, so you guys gonna watch a movie or something?
No, we're reacting to.
Who?
We do it every time they come for Easter.
We're gonna what?
We do it every time they come for Easter.
Okay.
Movie. You film a movie.
No, I don't remember doing that. But all right.
Ganger.
I don't remember that. I saw on Blind Wave you named your children from Star Wars names. So who is Ellie from? Well, Ellie is my niece. So,
Hi.
anyways. Okay, Brett. Remember Brett? He said, hi, Vanjie. He edits
Happy
Dragon Ball.
Easter. Hi, Vanjie. Oh, Brett.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right.
Oh, my bad. What do you mean? What do you?
I kind of hurt my leg.
What do you mean, my bad?
Anyways, so here.
Oh.
Love ya.
Oh, from you said earlier, they look like siblings. LOL. Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, hey kids, you didn't say bye.
Oh, bye guys.
But,
See you in the next Dragon Ball.
yeah, I'll be done here in a few minutes probably. I think I'm making everyone bored. So
Because I'm boring, guys. Sorry.
no, not you, me. You're not boring at all.
Dad.
Yeah, honey.
Take as long as time as you want.
Why?
Because usually when you're coming, time to go to bed, kids.
I don't always say that. I always let you stay up.
No, you're like, time to go to bed, kids. Come on, let's go.
You know,
Let's go to bed.
close the door.
Love you.
Love you too. Okay. That worked out real well. Hopefully I got some cute points. You guys should definitely give me what are they called when you donate $1. No, I'm just kidding. What's it called though? I can't remember. I don't even know if it's on this. I don't know if it's activated. Shane, have you seen? I haven't seen any of the Tron movies at all, actually. Yet, haven't seen them. I know there was a trailer for the third one, but I don't know anything about them except Jeff Bridges is in it. What is that? Oh, someone just giving a little heart. Oh, they're doing a little this thing. Oh, thanks. Super chat. That's what it's called. Super chat. Yeah, I don't think I got it activated, which it's a shame. I'm a great dad. I think I'm above average dad. I don't think I'm a great dad. Went away for a bit. What's up with the retro TV? We were talking about Nintendo. I just busted this in my Super Nintendo out just to show people. This actually is on the channel. When I purchased it, we created a vlog that's on there. So, by the way, guys, how annoying is this? It's probably not as annoying now because I don't have my sound settings on, but man, I hate it. The palette reference I made was from the Last of Us game where Joel helps Ellie get a... Oh, yeah, duh. I probably should have known that. So, Brett, you said peace. Are you leaving? All right, Brett. Well, hey, brother, have a good one. Not Brett, I'm sorry. Cody, Darth Gallet. Have a good one, man, if you're leaving. Yeah, see Thomas Twake. You know, where's Tom Wire? I told his ass to get on here. That damn fool. Anyways, yeah, so this was a dumb one, and I'm going to see if I can do one more, and then maybe I'm going to go because my sister's back and the kidnapper. Okay, I'm going to read this one. Did you miss a Maul talk? Yeah, you kind of did. Essentially, I'm really excited about Sam Witwer coming back to play Darth Maul. Here's a question about that, everybody, real quick. Damien Acosta, what's up? So it's going to take place 1 year after the end of Clone Wars. That means we can run into the Bad Batch. That also means we can, think about Omega and Darth Maul doing some kind of team up for some reason. They have to work together. Also, we can do Darth Maul and Darth Vader. There's a lot of we have a 20-year period. There's a lot of great things we can do. I'm really excited. Yeah. Dude, we can have, oh my God, what's her name? Kira, Han Solo's chick who was working for, not Crimson. Was it Crimson Dawn? We can have more stories with her. Is this still working? Because no one is talking. Oh, okay, people are on here. Okay. I mean, Vader, I think, would kick Maul's ass for sure. Okay. Anyway, so let me read one of these cards. I'm from a small island called Malta, and from what I know, not a lot of people here have an online presence. So not a lot of people know you. Probably just me, LOL. I wonder what you think. Are you the one from the Philippines who called me fat? I can't remember. Jalins. Oh, okay. Where are you from? I know you said I'm from an island called Malta, but I know that's not a country. Oh, Malta is in the EU. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know anything. Okay. I do want to talk about this, Stephen. I heard about the 20th anniversary episode 3 novelization re-release. So Revenge of the Sith by Matthew Stover is literally, I think, my first or second favorite book I've ever read in my life. It is so much. So Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. And the book is 10 times better than the movie. Way better than the movie. And the fact that it's going to get re-released, I did see like it's got this new cover and like these red pages. And it's going to have, what do they call it? Commentary or annotations from Matthew Stover himself. I was actually going to do a video on it on here, but I didn't think anyone would really be excited about a Star Wars book from 20 years ago. I know I have Star Wars fans, but let's face it. Clone Wars and Bad Batch, they're not exactly the critical darlings of the channel, right? Anyways, yeah, I'm absolutely excited about it. Better, worse than Count of MC. I don't know what that is, Connie. Okay. No, I'm from Cincinnati and called you fat. All right, Jamie. Okay. Monte Cristo. Actually, Monte Cristo. Who is saying Monte Cristo? Because The Count of Monte Cristo is actually my favorite book. That or Revenge of the Sith. I didn't check out the Minecraft movie. I figured I'm going to react to it. So, yeah, I didn't do it. Man, I am definitely fatter. Jesus. All right. Am I going to read this or you guys can keep talking? Okay. You're kidnapped by a diabolical but completely honest madman. He locks you in an empty attic where the temperature is 100 degrees. Your feet and hands are tied together. There's no food or water. After 24 excruciating hours, the madman opens the attic door and enters with 3 glasses of ice water on a serving tray. Now let me bookmark and see what you guys have said. All right, Nemo, I'm going to have to read that in a minute. Okay. He takes an eyedropper and squirts a colorless, odorless liquid into one of the glasses. This is poison, he tells you, and then he blindfolds you. When he removes the blindfold 30 seconds later, there is a drinking straw in each of the water glasses, but you have no idea which glass contains the poison. Feel free to have a refreshing sip of water, he says. Of course, if you select the glass that contains a poison, you will be dead within 90 minutes. And just so you know, I promise to release you from this attic in 48 hours. He then laughs maniacally and exits the attic, locking the door behind him. What do? Do you gamble and drink, or do you try to wait out the madman? So, it's 100 degrees. You've already been in there for 24 hours, and he's going to release you in 48 hours. I think you can survive. I think, yeah, okay. I think I'd be good. I think I would definitely not drink from, yeah, I fucking wouldn't drink the water. Wouldn't drink it. Okay, no, but Tetsuya, the card says he's an honest man. So, I mean, you can choose to not trust him and drink it, but I think it makes a point to say that he's a completely honest guy. Okay. Oh my God, these kids didn't close the door. Oh yeah, okay. My top 10 list: Final Fantasy 7, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Super Smash Brothers 4, Pocky and Rocky, TMNT, Turtles in Time, Link to the Past. If I said Link to the Past, I was bluffing because I didn't beat it. I know it's one of the greatest Zeldas ever made. That's one of the few I haven't beat. Conker's Bad Fur Day, Ikaruga, and Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I love all those games. I love Link to the Past. I just haven't beat it. I don't think I throw it on there without me beating it. So yeah, yeah. Oh, G Cools. One Piece was awesome. I cannot wait for that season 2 to come out, man. When Luffy, when he did the freaking rubber thing, dude, like on the ship in the first episode, it blew my mind. So anyways, I've been on here for an hour. How many people do I have? 24? Okay. Do you guys want to talk about anything else? I think I feel good about the test. I think I don't know. We're not going to set up a streaming schedule yet, simply because every time I have extra time, I choose to usually pick up another show and then edit it. And we have Andor coming up, and we have Star Wars. What's it called? Underworld? Not Underworld. The new Star Wars animated show coming up. You know what I mean? You see the Vader Episode 2 trailer? What the hell are you talking about? Oh my God. Is there more stuff that has to come out? Is there more shit? Oh, it's a fan film? Son of a bitch. Now I haven't watched it. Now I'm just disappointed. Yeah, is it by what's his name? What I mean, I can't remember his name. Star Wars series. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it. I reacted to the first one. at Blind Wave and haven't I mean, like I said, I don't really follow that guy. He seems to have a lot of vitriol for any Star Wars that's in the Disney era. But you know, I haven't done a deep dive on him. I think he reacted to my lightsaber fight and he loved it, so I do appreciate that. So hey, let's be nice in here though. Let's be nice. He's not in here, so I don't want to talk shit. You guys could talk shit to me though. I recommend keeping up with new and current shows that are being perceived well. I mean, Nemo, dude, duh. I want to do that. I just, there's actually literally, like, I have a list on my phone that I was talking to my editor about, and it's literally like 3 to 5 shows I would love to do right now. If anyone wants to edit and they're very, very good and they want to do it for free, out of the goodness of your heart, send me a message. So, that being said, someone did mention Attack on Titan. That's one of the greatest shows I've ever watched in my life. Backlog problems, man. Yeah, exactly. He's not a bad person, just a hater. Yeah. I'm an editor, not a joke. Where can I message you? Well, I mean, we don't have money to pay anyone yet. But good to see you, Shane. Woody, are you leaving? Or you just get here? So my Instagram, let me type it in. It's in every single one of my videos, you know, if you look at the description. So I'm gonna Instagram. I don't sleep. I game. Okay, there we go. You just got here, Woody. What's up? What's up? You were my favorite Blind Wave member. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. G. Cools, you met Theory at a convention. He was nice. Dude, he looks like a nice guy. I mean, that guy's obviously a Star Wars fan. I haven't done a deep dive on him, so I don't want to comment too much. Yeah, I agree, Brett. One of the greatest shows I've ever watched. Not exactly the critical darling of the channel, though. You know, I need to do, next time I need to come on here, I need to do like some kind of Amazon card giveaway. I just didn't think about doing it this time. But I appreciate everyone being on here for, I had 30 people for like almost an hour. So. Oh, Zhao Lins. I mean, we'll talk to me on Instagram. We have a vetting process. There's about 3 or 4 people who have edited for me, and they were terrible. So, you know, I hate people working for free for too long. Brett worked for free for a year, so I appreciate the hell out of him. He's on here. Anyway, so we'll talk on there. Definitely message me, okay? I wish you and Zach would watch Mr. I heard that Mr. Robot gets taken down all the time from, was it NBC? I heard it has a lot of trouble staying up. Oh, Woody, things are going good, man. You know, live reactions to YouTube content. Best show of all time, but yeah, it does have its issues. Brett, come on now. Now, I mean, life is going all right, guys. I mean, I just moved recently just to try to save some money. And I'm closer to the studio now, like right next door to it. So I think the channel hopefully is going to increase in quality, going to have more shows. Things are going to get up earlier and on time at least. And obviously I'm streaming now. We have internet out here now. So yeah, things are going good. And that's kind of how I judge my life, is by that. So yeah. Saw Ferocity after discovering Blind Wave. Didn't recognize you or Aaron without your glasses. Yeah, I mean, Ferocity, I think, came out in 2012. I mean, 2013. I mean, definitely one of the greatest fights in the history of lightsaber fights, obviously. I'm not, and obviously I'm a little biased, but it certainly is. Thank you, G. Cools. So anyways, guys, anything else you want to talk about? Because we can just get on here and bullshit, but you know what I mean? Brett, James, what is all these dirty emojis you're ever doing? Did you ever catch the Phantom Pooper? No, but my wife's cousin, Nathan, we just talked about this Phantom Pooper story yesterday or 2 days ago. So my wife's dad passed away. Definitely sucks. But the funeral was what day is it today? The funeral was 2 days ago, and all the family got together, and Nathan was one of them, and he's a guy who went to college, and the Phantom Pooper was there. Okay, I'm going to tell the Phantom Pooper story real quick. Man, you know what? I want to FaceTime him and have him do it. But essentially, my cousin or my cousin-in-law, Nathan, he goes to college at Malone. It's a Christian college in Ohio. And when he got there, there was this legend that was brewing already for like a year or two. There was this kid who was pooping on like paper plates, and he was putting them in random places. Like they have a chapel there where they go for religious ceremonies, and he'd put it like underneath like the benches. He'd hide it underneath a pew. He'd put it like under a teacher's desk. He'd put it like in the cafeteria somewhere. You'd walk into a room. People called this kid the Phantom Pooper. Yeah, the Phantom Pooper. So, you walk into a room and you would smell shit, and people would go, "Oh my God, the Phantom Pooper struck again." It was the thing. So the janitor put a reward, like I don't know what it was, substantial, like $1,000 for the catch of this person. And everyone at this college, it's a very small college. It wasn't very cliquey. Everyone was very close. Nathan said like some of his best friends he met there, and no one knew who it was. So there was someone here that like had an alter ego. It wasn't like a prank that like, you tell 2 or 3 of your friends and everyone is in on it. No, it's someone did it. Some sick son of a bitch was by himself shitting on plates, putting them underneath like, pop machines, right? Vending machines. He'd slide the shit underneath there. And the principal was offering him a reward. And if this person ever got caught, they were going to have their credits erased. Everything erased. So, yeah. Someone said they found me a blind wave. Hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, who's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Future Trunks. But Vaughn to the max. What's up, man? I appreciate you, man. I wonder what theological consequence the Phantom Pooper will face in the afterlife for doing that in a Christian place. Yeah, I don't know. What's his name? He's a comedian. I think he's kind of a hypocrite, but so am I. What's his name? Basically, he said, "I hope God has a sense of humor," which I'm sure he does, right? You're not hurting anybody. You're just shitting. Everyone shits. I had a soldier in the barracks who stuck a photo of our commander in a pile of poop he left in our shower room when he was kicked out. We had to scrub down every inch of the barracks. That is some shit right there. Vegeta is great. That one time during a Rick and Morty. Oh, yeah. You know what, S. Marie? I think I actually remember that. All right, guys. It's been an hour and 13 minutes. I think I need to go here soon. Does anyone else have anything crazy to say? Now tell the pooping pants on the table story. I'll tell that story. What's your main language? Jamie, I'm not going to say what I normally say when we're talking on the phone. Maltese. Okay. So you speak the savage tongue. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. The shit story for me, I have a bunch of them. But, I think the one you're talking about, I was camping with my friends. We're down at the river. And, we just do crazy stuff. So we were down there and I jumped up on this picnic table. And I went, because I had a fart. I went, oh, like I was charging up my in Dragon Ball Z. And then I just went, I just shit myself. It's like running down my leg. And it was like, and my friend, I think Tom on this channel, I think he was there. He's like, oh my God. Yeah, it was, it was wild, man. And then I went and waded. It's called wading. I waded in the shallow water. And then I took it off. I was like swishing around in the river. And I wringed it out, my underwear, I mean. And then I put my shorts back on. And then these chicks came. I had my underwear in a Ziploc bag in my backpack. And then my fucking friend, I won't say his name, that guy just grabbed it and he took out the bag. Hey, Shane, what's this? And I'm like, I don't know. What is that? And he was like, what is this? What is this? And yeah, it was so embarrassing. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. Yeah. But yeah, the plan is for Liana possibly to maybe do The Last of Us. I also thought about when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out and we do get Mario Kart World, doing some kind of live stream on here, me and Malachi, or me and the whole family, or me and Tom and Malachi, something like that. Yeah, of course, everyone's still thinking about the shit story. But yeah, I mean, love video games. Would love to stream them. Would love to do more podcasty. Is this a podcast? Do you guys consider this a podcast? I have never beaten Kingdom Hearts. I played the first 2 or 3 hours of it like 5 times. Never beat it. So maybe I will play that. Oh, you know what? Cobra Kai is a great show. What's your opinion on The Last of Us 2? Okay, if you love The Last of Us, you should definitely play the second game. It's an incredible game. I didn't like a lot of the stuff they did for the story. And The Last of Us might be one of my top 10 games. It's definitely a top 20. The Last of Us 2, for me, isn't in my top 50. So, Grant, I know you said you don't plan on going to any conventions anytime soon, but if you ever do, would love to be able to meet you. Been a fan for a while. Okay, Grant, if I go to a convention and come up and say hi to me, brother. Yeah, Brett. No, it's just a live. It's not a podcast, you idiot. Zach playing Red Dead Redemption 2. He would be playing himself. I'm going to take a picture of that right now and send to him. Connie. Yeah, Andor season 2 reactions are definitely happening. Cooking with Shane. Wouldn't that be nice? I got here a little late. Quick thoughts on Star Wars. Okay. So, Nemo, what's up? I am very excited about both of those. I need to hear more about Starlight, but I love Ryan Gosling. And the Mandalorian Grogu. I did watch the leaked video. I'm very excited. That fucking door. And that's the first movie coming out. And what is it, in 2027? We're going to get the Starlight. I'm excited about that also. And the Zach game. Zach is a gamer. Like me, he doesn't have a lot of time. So he has to be pretty selective. I need to be selective, but I'm not. So I just have a bunch of games in my backlog that I buy and don't play. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Hogwarts Legacy for 2 years. I just literally played Final Fantasy VII last night. I'm trying to 100% it. I love Final Fantasy VII. So I've been very happy with the remake, part 1 and 2 so far. And Zach is playing Death Stranding. He's about to 100% it. I know that. And he's really excited about Death Stranding too. He also played Star Wars, what's it called? Jedi. He played Jedi Fallen Order. He hasn't played Survivor yet. Am I excited for Stranger Things 5? Yes. Me and the kids are going to react to that. It's going to be freaking sweet. Still playing Final Fantasy 16 and never finished Tears of the Kingdom. I never finished Breath of the Wild, and I bought Tears of the Kingdom. So, okay, so Patty Jenkins' Starfighter movie, I thought they did not scrap it. I thought it's still in development, just on hold. Okay. On the new Avatar news. So, Tom and I started reacting to Korra. We just haven't been doing it lately. We're about 5 episodes in, and we need to start putting those on. But they just don't get a lot of views for us. So it's kind of like this, should we just never mind and not do it? That being said, I am excited for any new Avatar, and we're definitely going to do any new Avatar on this channel. Yeah. Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Night are amazing. What do I think about the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle films? I think they are not as good as the old ones, but I do like them. I think the second one embraced the fact that, hey, it's goofy. So they brought in Rocksteady and Bebop, and they brought in Krang, and I think they just decided they're going to embrace it, and I think it was a better movie for it. I also love Stephen Amell as Casey Jones, but I know one second, getting a phone call. I've been waiting for any core reactions. Please do them. Well, at least that's one person who wants to watch them. Yeah, I think the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle films are a fun time. You should do live readings of the IDW series. So I'm actually reading the Ninja Turtle IDW comics, and I'm on volume 2. And I have thought about doing that. That's funny. I actually thought about doing that, but I don't know how. It's because people have asked me to do it, but I feel like I got to have a high production. Like I need to be showing the art, and I need to have 2 cameras, and I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works for copyright. Can you show it on here? You know what I mean? I don't know. The last Ronin film, I'm so excited for. It is still happening. Hey, we got 30 people again. I was just about to get off. Damn it. All right. What else is everyone doing? I'm getting hungry. Really hungry. Lumpia. Oh my God. Filipino lumpia. That's still good. Brett, still not 40 people. I know, Brett. I know. My thoughts on the NBA playoffs. I am always hungry, motherfucker. You know, I love basketball. I'm not rooting for any particular team. I kind of jumped on the Denver bandwagon because I think Joker is like an amazing talent. But for me, I'm more of a Luka Doncic fan. But I've kind of, I don't know. I mean, the past like 5 years, this LeBron GOAT narrative has been irritating me so much from watching LeBron and his greatness, because he is great. And it's hard for me to watch him now without, every time he does something good, I'm like, hell yeah, that's great. I'm such a fan of LeBron and his game. And then Nick Wright gets on, not First Take, but he gets on First Things First, or his little podcast with his partner, which is his nose, because it's so big. It's like a second person on there. And he gets on and starts talking. This is why LeBron is the GOAT. And in all reality, he works for Clutch Sports, so he gets a kickback from them. Shannon Sharp also works with Clutch Sports now. It's just stupid. So, it's just, yeah. I like I said, I don't know what to say. I'm a fellow Ohioan. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up? My thoughts on okay. Anthony Davis was great in, pre all the injuries. I mean, he was always prone to injuries. But Luka is a generational talent, and he's only what? How old was Luka? 25? That was the worst trade ever, because Anthony isn't going to help them win, and he's out now, right? So now Klay Thompson's like, who else is there? Is Kyrie there? Yeah, and Kyrie got hurt, so they got nobody. And Luka isn't being Luka yet, in my opinion. But that guy can play. He can play his ass off. So, yeah, it's a terrible trade. It's all jokes, though. I never seen a single full basketball game. Jeez Louise. All right. It's not exactly. I loved the Dallas Mavericks too. I loved Dirk Nowitzki. I'm so disappointed. If Mark Cuban was there, it never would have happened. What state is everyone from? That is and also, is anyone here outside the U.S. besides the person who, or whatever? Okay, Missouri, Texas. 80 is back. Tom, Hey, Tom, get on YouTube. I'm still on. Can I get on with him too? Does that work? I don't think I can do that unless I'm, no, I don't think I can do that. Never mind. Or can I? So we got Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. Dude, Hawaii. What's it like living in Hawaii? I heard there's a lot of Filipinos there. Texas. If you want a good tax break, go to Texas. New Jersey and Colorado, or okay. Michigan, yep. Okay. All right, cool. Everyone else, all the other people who are watching it, just bots. Yeah, just so I can get the view count up. No, I'm just kidding. Anyone from Michigan needs to leave. Filipino food, but everything's expensive. Yeah, my buddy Danny, he lived in Hawaii for 3 or 4 years. He said milk was like $10 and everything's expensive because they got to import everything. So, I hope I can meet you someday. I was once at WaveCon. I was going to go once at WaveCon, but I was broke. You know what? Maybe. Honestly, I'm kind of winding down, guys. I'm kind of tired. But we have 28 people on. Ohio, of course, Ohio is obviously the best state. Texas, I think, is a close second. I'll tell you what, though. When I was out in California, I went out there multiple times for trips. Beautiful place to be, in terms of the weather. So, but not anything else. Okay, guys. My sister's in. My nephew and niece is home. My family, they've been gone all day, so I feel like I need to go out and say hi to them. But yeah, I want to do this more often. So you know what I think would be fun? I'm going to do this real quick. Huh. Oh my God. I wanted to play this with like Tom and Malachi. I don't know if you guys ever seen these games before, but they essentially have a case that you have to solve by looking at all the evidence and everything else. So I thought it'd be fun to do this for a game night. That would be awesome. Yeah. Bring back game night. I would love to do that. Okay. I don't think I got anything else, guys. All right, guys. Much love. Mwah. Leave a tip if you can. If not, that's fine. But we'll talk later, okay? All right, guys. Go in the stream. Thank you. Much love, and we'll try to do this more often. You guys good? More often, right? You want to do more often? No bit-in for tip available. Damn it. How do I do that? Son of a bitch. Well, wait, I'm not going to do it now. It's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah. All right. That'd be cheating if I did it. Hey, love you guys. I'm out. See you later. Mwah.